freely share this to save a soul today. From the auspices of Ecclesiastes, timely truth, I deduced this from the story of the prodigal son. In Luke chapter 15, verses 11 to 32, there was a lady who had waited for years to be married. She was a staunch believer, pretty, and has been serving God from her early age. And there was a certain man in that city who had been living all his life in sin and had committed several errors. But one day, he found pardon from God for his sin and he became a real Christian. About a year later, he fell in love with this lady, and the lady fell in love with him also, and they were both married. After they lived together about 2 years, the lady asked the husband how he has been able to cope with her alone, knowing that he got married to her as a baby Christian, after he had lived in sin for many years, before he gave his life to Christ. Unlike herself, that was brought up as a staunch Christian. The man replied that, through the help of God, he has learned to overcome the temptations of sin. And the lady told him this, which is my point of emphasis. The lady said, and I quote, "I want you to remember one thing, that if the enemy does upset you somewhere, and you fall under his temptation, don't stay away from home. I want you to always come back home. You are going to find at home the same wife that you married." And she further said, "I will help you to pray back and pray through and get back to God again and again. Just don't stay away. No matter what you do is irrelevant, because I married you because I love you and not because of who you are." The point to note is this: no matter how far you have wandered away, God is always ready to save you, not because of who you are or who you were, but because he loves you. Romans chapter 5, verse 8, in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. Check also Romans 9:15. So, I beseech you, by the mercy of God, don't stay away. Come back home. Home is waiting for you at all times. You are ready and willing to come back home. Come home, son. Come home, daughter. Hearken to your father's call. Come home. Don't stay away. This is the message of the preacher for the hour. This message is from Pastor Peace, Time LaTruth Network.